What's up guys? Welcome to my bedroom and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Rachel, and if you are not new here, welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you a quick bedroom tour of our master bedroom. And when I first thought of designing the master bedroom, I wanted it to be a place where I enjoyed walking into every single day, and to this day it still happens. So I know I did a good job. It is nice and clean. It gives me just like a sense of peace, but it's also practical. So for example, this duvet cover, as much as I wanted a white duvet cover, I have a black lab, so that's not gonna work. So I just kind of remember to incorporate practical things when designing spaces in a place where you're gonna live. So I'm going to explain little things like that today, where things are from, why I did certain things, and yeah, let's jump into it. So this is what you see when you walk in, and we will start on my side, which is the right side, closest to the window. So we have the view of beautiful Miami, and that is the Miami River, and on the opposite side we have the ocean. All right, so we will start off with the bed, and I have a king size bed, and the bed frame is from IKEA. So this is the Malm bed frame, and I like it because it is simple, it's kind of plain, it's white, it blends in to the room very nicely, but my favorite part about it is that it has these drawers underneath it. So you can customize it, and I chose to add 4 drawers on either side. The drawers are very long, and in here I just store things that I'm gonna sell for Poshmark, some ski stuff, winter clothes, thermals, stuff like that. And then Nick has 2 drawers on his side where he can store his sweaters and his things. My duvet is from CB2, and I absolutely love this duvet. I fell in love with it when I saw it 2 years ago, and I still love it, so I know it was a good buy. And I get a ton of love from you guys about this duvet, and I also get quite some questions asking me if it's easy to wash, and the answer is yes, it is pretty easy to wash. I just throw it in the washing machine on the delicate cycle, and I also dry it in the washing machine on the delicate cycle. Some of you also ask me if it pulls. So it does pull, but right now I can't find any pulls happening. Here's one. So the pulls are quite small, and really I think how they happen is if I'm wearing not these rings, but like rings with diamonds in it or any sharp little object, even a loose nail will pull the string out. And then Nike's not allowed on the bed, but sometimes she can be sneaky, and I assume that she will pull some of these weaves out. But like I said, I've had it for 2 years and it still looks like new, so the pulling shouldn't be a concern. So this little throw blanket is from Target, and I'm unsure if it's available anymore because Target does go through their items pretty fast, but the reason I have this here is because I don't really wash this duvet very often. I wash it every 2 to 3 months. What I do wash weekly is this quilt that we keep under here. So this is what we sleep with because it's nice and thin, and then sometimes we will roll it all the way down or halfway depending how warm we are. But this gets washed weekly along with the actual bed sheets, and this gets washed every few months. So I keep this quilt on top of the bed, so that way if we are dirty, if we want to sit down on the bed, if I want to throw something on the bed that's really big, I open up that throw, and that way it protects the duvet, it keeps it clean or as clean as possible, and there's just not a lot going on to the actual duvet. This little lumbar pillow is also from Target, and when I move closer you can see it's kind of like a velvety suede, and it's a deep green which matches the deep green of these frames, so I think this is a nice tie-in together. And these 2 frames are from IKEA. I absolutely love them. They are very large, nice and big. We actually had this frame in our old apartment, and then we got this one when we moved into here. So if you look really closely you can see the colors are a bit different, but it doesn't really bother me. You can rarely ever tell. And what I did was I bought these prints on Etsy. They were about $4. I took them to a printer and I had them blown up to fit the size of these frames, which are a weird size. They're like 17 3/4 by 20 point something, but I like the way it turned out. it looks a lot more expensive than what it actually was. The frames I think were less than $20 each, and like I said, the prints were about $4 both. So since we are on my side, I will show you what I have in my basket. These baskets are from Target, and I like them because they're just kind of a toss-all basket. So we just throw whatever we use often in these baskets. So I have my books that I read at night, my chapstick, my Apple Watch, my CBD, my peach juice. This is just a room spray that gets tossed around the house, and I have my blue blocking glasses. So this is kind of an easy grab, but everything still looks neat. It keeps the nightstand nice and clean. You avoid scratches on it. The only thing I do have on the nightstand is my charger, and this is from Belkin. I like this charger because it is nice and sleek and thin. It's white, it blends in nicely to the nightstand, and you can barely tell that it's there. The mirrors that I have hung behind the lights are also from Target, and I have mirrors on either side. And the reason I put them there is because they help open up the room. They add dimension to that back wall. The reflection just really makes the room look a lot bigger. And it's just kind of something nice to put behind those lamps to help them stand out. So these lamps were not here when we moved into the apartment. Nick and his dad installed them, and I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but you can also hire an electrician to do it. And I like how the lamps are hanging up from this top part. So if this little ledge wasn't there, I'd probably just hang them up from the ceiling, only because I really love the concept of not having a lamp on the nightstand. It just frees up the space. There's no knocking down lamps. There's no pulling on lamp cords. It's just out of the way. Then they connected it to this remote that you can turn the lights on, you can dim them high or low, turn them off, and they have Hue light bulbs, so they are connected to the Google Home, which we have right here, so we can tell her to turn the lights on or off. This is Nick's section, and he also has the same tray that I have. He keeps different things up here, but I wanted to show you this little basket. This is actually his dry cleaning basket. It's nice and hidden in that corner, and it's from IKEA. It was only $13. He used to keep his dry cleaning in a big red bag, but it didn't look that good. So I gave him this, and now he throws all his dry cleaning in there, and when it's full, he knows it is time to go to the dry cleaners. And these frames we brought over from our old apartment. They are not the same size as the frames we have out in the living room, so I thought that they just worked well here. They kind of accent all the other gold pieces nicely. And these are just some pictures of Nike. This is a bouquet that I picked when we were hiking in Africa, and then this is also us in Africa. So these nightstands are called campaign dressers. That's a style of the boxy look with the gold accents, but these are still available, so I will link them. But if you're looking for a bigger dresser, what you want to search is campaign style dresser. And if you're wondering what these are actually little holders to place your cords. So like our charger cords normally go there, but now we both use just like placeable chargers, so they just kind of stay there because they're stuck. All right, so when you turn over, and if you are laying in bed with us, this is the view that you see. So this dresser is actually from IKEA. It's called the Tarva dresser, and it is the most basic and plain dresser that you can find at IKEA. It actually has 4 legs that we cut off, and it is the color of this basket. So it comes as that natural woody color, and Nick cut off the 4 legs, and he just made this slab at the bottom, and he dyed it this dark color so that there was some contrast between the white and the floor. And then he also painted the entire wood dresser white so that it could match everything inside of the bedroom, because I'm not a big fan of when furniture pieces match perfectly. It's just not my style, but I do like when they kind of flow together. For the knobs, I found them on CB2, so there are 2 pieces, the knob itself and the backing. So all you have to do is just take out the old knobs and then screw these knobs in. I think that they look nice and beautiful. They definitely made the old plain dresser look a lot more elegant, and it kind of brings in the gold from the other furniture pieces. In this basket is where I keep all of my workout stuff. This basket I got at Target and I got it about a year ago, but I see them bring it back every so often. And then inside of it, I just keep my bands, my foam roller, just exercise stuff. And then I have my yoga mat rolled up right behind it. So that way it's easy for me to just get in a quick workout at home. And on top of the dresser, I like to keep it nice and simple. So I got this white tray from West Elm and I got it because it blends in nicely with the white dresser, and I don't really like to put anything on the actual furniture just to protect the surface. And on the tray I have our Google Home, which I think is really great. I think everybody should have one of these in their house. Then in the middle is always just something seasonal and random. So right now I have a candle. When that's out, I'll buy another candle or a diffuser. I don't know, just something that's cute that I kind of like to switch out. And then over here I have an oil diffuser, so I usually diffuse lavender in here, and I like to turn it on right before I shower, so it kind of makes the bedroom smell nice and clean. We brought this TV with us from our old apartment, and the biggest thing that I want to share here is that there are absolutely no wires. So I think it is a huge eyesore when you see the wires from the TV hanging down and then the wires from the boxes hanging down. So what Nick did was he just kind of made holes behind the electronics and ran the wires down through the walls. So you can see that they come out back there, and then all those cords are just hidden by this dresser. And I think that it makes such a huge difference. It is easy to do. You can probably find a YouTube video on it, but I think it just makes the room and the wall look nice and clean and just put together. And then over here is a piece that Nick built me when we first moved into our first apartment. He actually built it by hand. So it is just a rectangle box. It has a mirror on it. And this is just where I keep all of my stuff. There's a lot of things in here. I have like sample things, just like my feminine things, extra dry shampoo that I have, just a lot of things. If you guys want to know what's in here, I can do like a little breakdown, but this was a custom piece that Nick built and I absolutely love it. I will never get rid of it. And we lifted it off the floor because I think that when things are lifted up off of the floor, they just kind of make the room look a lot nicer. Over here we have the bathroom and the closet, and I can totally do another tour to show you guys where I keep all my beauty stuff. If you're interested, just let me know. And then back here is actually where I keep all of our robes. So I found these hooks at Target and we just stuck them on the wall, and this is like my when I'm cold robe, and I have like a black robe for when I'm tanning, just another pretty robe, and then Nick also has when he's cold robe. But this is just kind of where they hang right behind the store. You don't really see them because the store stays open most of the time. And if you're wondering what we do with these pillows when we sleep, I just stack them right next to each other right there, so they go up vertically and they just sit there while we go to sleep. Alright, so that is it for the room tour. If there's any other place in my apartment that you want me to share with you, please let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe because I will be sharing more videos every week. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!